This is Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag update for March 10th. Corn futures closed a bit lower yesterday as traders were disappointed by the USDA's supply and demand report. The report left the USDA's supply and demand picture unchanged, thus shrugging off the aggressive exports that we've seen so far this year. Perhaps the biggest surprise was that they left the South American corn crops unchanged at 47.5 million metric tons for Argentina and 109 million for Brazil. On the international front, the net impact was that the projected world carryout increased by 1.2 million metric tons. Soybeans survived a little panic selling when the USDA report came out and then managed to close roughly 6 cents higher. The domestic supply and demand tables were left unchanged, giving us a projected carryout of 120 million bushels. On the international front, they increased production in Brazil by 1 million metric tons while reducing the crop in Argentina by 500,000. Wheat had a nice rally. Funds were buyers of 10,000 contracts during the session. The rally in large part was driven by fresh crop ratings numbers. For the week, we saw the rating in Kansas drop by a point down to 36% good to excellent. Texas also declined by a point to stand at 27% good to excellent. In Oklahoma, they actually gained some ground. The rating this week was 7% better than the previous week, currently at 53% good to excellent. The weather models in the midday updates severely cut the rain chances for the southern plains, and that helped to spur prices higher as well. Cotton futures had a rough session on the heels of a USDA report that showed production dropping by 250,000 bales down to 14.7 million. Consumption was cut by 100,000 bales, and the ending stocks were reduced by 100,000 to stand at a projected 4.2 million bales. One could reasonably expect that this should lead to a higher market, but at the close, the May futures were 400 points lower, settling at 84.32. Livestock futures were all stronger yesterday. At the close, we had April live cattle futures up 30 cents, while April feeder cattle were $2.40 higher at the closing bell. Lean hog futures had a good performance as well, with the April futures finishing $1.05 higher. Class 3 milk futures posted another higher close. At the finish, we had April futures 14 points higher, settling at $17.89. Meat cutout values were mixed yesterday. We had choice box beef $2.05 lower, closing at $229.03. Select boxes were 67 cents better as they settled at $223.80. Pork carcass cutout values were $1.91 higher, closing at $96.84 per hundredweight. This has been Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag update. We'll be right back with more financial issues after this.